It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. And yes, I'm no-selling Jeff because it's been a long freaking day.
It's Wednesday, baby.
It's the Greg Cherry Show. It's the Greg Cherry Show. Greg Cherry, Darth Meacham, and Matty Laws.
Also a big Star Wars nerd, but that's not.
Hello there. Anyway, live at Oga's Cantina. God help me. Because tomorrow is May the 4th. I'll actually be here tomorrow for real, but since I'm not there now, I went with what I had. So. And really, Maddie, with the fuck hockey? Like, are we just gonna start right off it? Because
the Avs lost after being up pretty good. Yeah, I'm a little down about it.
This is fair. The Kings are out after they blew a lead at least in 2 games, and freaking Boston. Well, Boston sports, fuck them anyway.
The of a city.
Yes. I'll tell you what, the freaking playoffs are wide open now. I'm here for it.
Come on.
And the Penguins are out of the playoffs because they didn't even make it.
For the first time since Sid's rookie year, I was like, wow, that was intense. So
I mean, Pittsburgh sports we've been spoiled in the last 20 years. Pittsburgh.
For real.
At least with football
this weekend.
I say not baseball so much, but
well, here's the thing: the Pirates are actually doing well this season.
Right.
I was going to ask you because I don't think we've really talked much baseball. Are you a big baseball head, Greg?
Yes.
I'm a Yankees fan.
Okay.
I mean,
high five. I think we're still tied.
Their season's going the way my day is going. So it's not a thing.
But hey, at least the Steelers had a really good draft.
They did. We're going to talk about that.
I still am upset about it.
I am obscenely offended by that comment from Dwayne Atkinson. He should be put on timeout for that shit. Anyway, because it's not the first time it's been used. I always say that because it's not the first time it's been used against me. You wearing this outfit, so Anyway.
Dwayne, that's Man Mountain Rock, and you know it.
Hey, you know what? I'll pick Max Payne over Bastion Booger any day. I'm here for that shit. I'm good. I'm totally good on the Max Payne reference as opposed to freaking Bastion Booger.
Oh, fucking Lord.
That was a hell of a 10-minute start.
Well, that was the show. We covered everything.
That's it. We covered 1993 WWF, the draft, and hockey. We're good. That's it. With all of you. Godspeed. Anyway.
But I do want to cover this. I want to cover my team first.
Oh, of course.
Because
I see 2 names.
Looking at the draft class. I mean, I enjoyed them trading up for Broderick Jones in the first round, and we got Joey Porter Jr.
That was a big brain move in the first round. Technically, your first round was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Because Joey Porter was the 32nd pick, which if it were a regular draft, 32nd would have still been on the first round.
Right.
We also, I feel like, stole Darnell Washington.
Yes, you did, because he was still on the board when Denver had their draft pick. And I wanted to put my head through a wall when we drafted a white cornerback.
That's profiling. Profiling's wrong, Matty.
I understand that, but can you give me one white cornerback that's done something?
That's fair. All right.
All right. Well, we saw
what you're looking for.
Please be
we
the
saw
Cowboys.
my team.
Thank you.
Yeah. Didn't have a bad draft. I mean, it's kind of
Mozzie Smith is a big deal. That
he is. Got. Yeah, I'm ecstatic for that. We definitely needed to pull a Rocky Balboa, fill some gaps. They fill gaps to fill gaps. So talking about Pennsylvania sports, might as well reference Philadelphia too, even though we hate most of those guys, including the Eagles overall because screw them in general. Because
but had a pretty solid draft too.
They did. You know what? I was listening to another podcast, and Eagles pretty much owned the draft. Like, they had a hell of a friggin' draft, and I hate them for it even more than I already did going into the draft. So,
which is a scary thought considering they're just coming off a Super Bowl appearance.
I know.
I see Josh saying that he feels dirty for doing business with the Ravens at the end.
They should.
The Ravens didn't do bad this year with their draft and everything in that aspect. But I know you're probably looking about my sadness.
You mean
5 people. We drafted 5 people. Let me run through this for y'all real quick. We drafted Marvin Mims. That's a good pick. Good pick. We needed a wide receiver, especially if we're looking to shop Judy.
And hey, you traded up in the second round to get him.
Yeah, we were out of the 3rd round. And with our 3rd round, we got Drew Sanders. We just got Alex Singleton. So I really hope that Drew Sanders just sits behind him for a little bit, learns. White cornerback. We're going to move on from that. JL Skinner. We did need a safety. Safety was one of our positions that we needed help with.
Absolutely.
But the fact that we only took 1 offensive lineman makes me want to throw hands with whoever made these draft picks.
Yes. And a center at that, which is like, it's,
we did need to replace Paradis.
So. Right.
Speaking from a team that had Kendrick Green, having a good center is important.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But it wasn't a terrible draft as much as I shit on the fact that we got Riley Moss with our 3rd round pick. He had some good tape. That's what I will say on that.
And also let me point out.
I do have one more.
Okay. Go ahead, Greg. You're good. It's your show.
What happened? Okay. I was gonna say, because he's in the chat, I have one more team to look at.
Oh Christ, these mucker feathers.
So,
and
is Cedric Tillman the son of Peanut Tillman?
Don't know.
Pat
Good
Tillman?
question.
Or no, it's not Pat Tillman.
No, Charles, I believe.
I don't think so.
I don't know the answer to that, honestly.
But I don't know.
I wish I was more familiar. Yeah, I wish I was more familiar with college football.
Right.
Because then I'd be able to give more insight. But the Browns didn't have very many picks. I mean, they still had 7, but they didn't get their first pick till the 3rd round.
Right. I will say congrats to one of the Casa family. Our old pal, Aaron Austin, who hosted on the Casa with us years ago. Greg, I don't remember back in the old Casa days when we were in the apartment still. His nephew got drafted by the Bills. Alex Austin is actually Aaron's nephew. So there you go. Congrats again. Wow, we had Aaron on the stream yesterday, but just want to give a little shout out here on this platform since I'm actually here. I wasn't sure I was going to be here today because I've been running around trying to get this house cleaned up because I'm not going to be here at all tomorrow because reasons. Again, Alex, we are proud of you in the Casa and the greater multiverse, and you had an open invite to come on the sports bar apparently. So come on down on a Tuesday if the Bills will let you free. Anyway.
So I do want to
also point out that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I was gonna say I do want to stop real quick because we're gonna get a couple wheel spins. Which I think we need today.
Hey, let's go.
Our good friends, Daisy and Jason. Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
And Daisy, I saw your comment about August, so thank you. Yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm actually bringing new friends I made in the last week, or actually reacquainted with one of them, but made the other one this week. One has never seen a Star Wars film the whole way through. We're kind of educating her this week as we go. The other is a Star Wars fan. We're all Disney nerds. We're all Star Wars fans. It's going to be a hell of a time tomorrow. And we're going in the middle of the afternoon and staying into the night. So we are pulling a true May the 4th. And we're being so May the 4th, we're lazing our asses in at 10 o'clock. So.
But they said showing support for Greg since he's always supported me no matter what.
Absolutely.
Love you, we love you too, Daisy.
We do. That's love Daisy. We love Daisy.
Josh says, everybody go donate money to Greg today, please. Wow, could need it.
I mean,
Oh,
if we're going to be bluntly obvious about things.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Apparently, this has ties to the Broncos. I don't know how I feel about that, Josh, that the Broncos and Browns are connected again.
So yeah, Cedric Tillman is the guy's father that we were referencing earlier. So from the 90s. All right, here, Greg. Let me try to hone in on that wheel. See if I can help you out a little bit here. All right,
what I need a wireless mouse.
Well, okay. Well, that I can connect with tech over on the other side of the outpost for you on that tomorrow. Try to get the wheel to be friendly to us today.
Yeah, we'll see how friendly it is to us.
The force is strong over here.
Well, this is interesting. Spinner's choice.
Oh, so it's Daisy's choice.
It's Daisy's choice. So it's anything on the wheel. It could be entrance, karaoke. She could make us work out, which that just seems mean today.
Oh, I might get to do a pirate shanty.
Or she could call into the show if she is free to do so.
Oh, have Daisy call on the show. Seriously. Like, that would be tremendous to have her on while I'm in the cantina just making the shenanigans.
And the second spin goes to entrance. All right, so there we go.
Imperial March.
That's not an entrance.
It is for me. Hey, you know what? That is Darth. Hey, the thing on the soundtrack says Darth Vader's theme.
Daisy also said entrance, so 2 entrances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Daisy said entrance. Okay, so 2 entrances. Let me know which ones you want. I'll do them both.
Work out. Quiet you, Dwayne. Quiet you.
Fun fact, the Imperial March is one of the themes that Notre Dame's band plays at home games.
I'm not surprised by that. One bit.
Daisy
I will say...
Okay. I am in like track pants and like I haven't showered today. Do you think I'm show ready? I'm the host of this damn thing.
I'm only show ready because I had time and I wanted to be gimmicky for Greg to stop with the Velvet Sky Andrew Love bullshit. Y'all suck.
Why do you people want to see the beautiful people entrance so damn bad?
You guys are disturbed on levels. Seriously, right, so Daisy's got the right idea. Daisy's got the right idea in the chat room.
Daisy has Shawn Michaels, which I've done that one on TikTok.
But yeah, I'm only show ready because I had time and I'm well prepared already because I had my costume for tomorrow.
Also have Josh donating, and he says no wheel spin required. So,
aw, hell yeah,
Josh, you are
just a gift for you, Greg. No wheel spin. Gonna have mercy on you, I think. Love you. You're the man. Always here for you, no matter what.
Josh, stop yelling. Turn your caps off. You're scaring the kids here in the cantina. Put that down.
Quit yelling. All right. So yeah, I'll do Shawn Michaels' entrance. Daisy, let me know what the second entrance is, so I can do that one too. I hope I don't slip because this is a wood floor and I'm wearing socks. So.
I drank that way too fast because I think it's only Andrew drink. Anyway. But I will say happy late birthday to the birthday boy yesterday. We know he's fallen on hard times too, so I want to make sure we give a little shout out to Zoa and the struggling artist that is Dwayne Johnson.
Tim
Rodriguez tequila. Tequila
ads on
right.
It is very nice, isn't it, Greg?
It is very nice. All right, here we go.
No, they did it, Josh. You just missed it because it was quickly.
And I will say, Tim said Lions using first round on running back is a what the fuck moment.
I'm gonna mute the cantina here if I can hear this Sean song. Do the whole Bobby Heenan gimmick wrong with it.
All right, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels is in the building.
Greg, what is your least favorite entrance that you've done so far?
My least favorite entrance? Probably Warrior, because that one's just running around like a nutcase.
The most disturbing was me doing the Bellas, I think, though.
I think Maddie might have you beat there, but
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I will say shout out to the 49ers for absolutely no reason drafting a kicker in the third.
Right? What the hell was the point of that mess?
I mean, it worked for the Bengals with Evan McPherson, so.
Up until the Super Bowl.
Oof.
He just had to watch that halftime show, didn't he?
Just hit me right in the feels because, damn, that was inappropriate.
Sean's not here. It's fine. I do have to say this, though. Sean did send me a message after he learned about it. He's awesome. Thank you, Sean, for that.
Sean is awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. And he doesn't deserve all the bullshit he gets on the internet.
No, just because he supports both sides.
Well, yeah, God forbid you send in the middle.
Daisy said send the link.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. God forbid you ride that line like a show pony because you don't have everybody hating on you instead of one side or the other. So,
I mean, on our podcast, like, Cap has his gripes about AEW. He's not anti-AEW.
No.
Me and Devin, we love all wrestling.
I will say this. I've gone back and forth about Sean because of different reasons from different people that I, love and care about. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the business side of things and the way he approaches his on-screen presentation, the fact that his synergy brought Greg into a universe he was wanting to get into, and then not too long after, Sean himself was called upon by the quote-unquote podfather, even though we've been doing it a hell of a lot longer than Conrad Thompson has. Let me not toot my own friggin' horn for a minute. But, Bischoff had him on Strictly Business. So, the guy knows his shit at the end of the day. And he's not out here spouting, he's not going, I may have heard, I don't know. He's not meltering it, okay? Like, he actually, when he says something, he has backup more often than not. And I applaud him for that. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the incredible, wonderful Daisy Ruth.
Hello. If I could hear you. Oh, because I'm connected to my TV. Let me take my Bluetooth off. That might be helpful.
Yeah, because damn technology.
Hello.
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 I hear you. Sorry. I'm Chromecasting too. Sorry, I'm not show ready. Get me without makeup, but I can see you behind me now. I got to turn the TV off. My goodness. Hello.
To be fair, Daisy, I never wear makeup. I was wearing my hat, but you're good. You're good.
I mean, I have a Batman shirt on and my Jason Star Wars hat, but
yeah. I appreciate the notice on the background. I do have Oga's Canteen in the background, but I'm actually playing the Mos Eisley ambiance in the background because nobody's gonna know the damn difference.
That's going to be playing at our toast and our cake cutting at our wedding.
Is it the actual Cantina theme is gonna be playing? That's true.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Yes. Listen, I'm not the biggest movie fan. I have seen the original trilogy. I've seen the prequels, and I've seen.
That's all you need to see.
Yeah, you're good.
No.
I was gonna say I haven't seen
the animated Clone Wars. I feel is essential viewing.
We started that. I need to finish it.
So yeah, I would say
and a half
the
through
Clone Wars series, as long as you catch the entirety of the last season when they brought it back to fill the gap between the series itself and tying into Revenge of the Sith, I think you're in good shape. The first 6 seasons are kind of like, let's just have shit to do.
Yeah, it's just Star Wars for the sake of Star Wars. I love it.
It is. But 7 is crucial viewing if you want to actually understand what's going on and why all these peripheral characters exist now in canon once we bought the damn thing.
Well, now that Jen and I have more time to watch stuff, we'll probably catch up on The Mandalorian because we're only like a season and a half in. So
I'm a company employee. I'm only a season in. So, and I haven't watched a single episode of Boba Fett. So I'm the asshole.
Oh, Boba Fett.
You definitely have to watch Book of Boba Fett before you watch Mandalorian season 3. But I like Book of Boba Fett, but it's I don't want to spoil anything.
The show's not tied together, and that's kind of where they lost me a little bit. But
yeah,
Well,
you would think I would be more into season 2 because Mercedes isn't there.
Oh, dude, I watched the entirety of the Clone Wars in chronological order. There is a list, and holy hell.
Trust me. Being buddies with JJ, we have what we call the Williams verse. I've got stuff that we officially, like, Disney goes, okay, this is the new canon once we did it. But I also include the holiday special, which do not watch that shit sober. It's not worth it. You got to get loaded because they were all loaded themselves.
Oh, God.
And then there's a couple of the peripheral they've now called it's not Legacy, it's on the Disney Plus thing, but like the 2 Ewok movies, those are both,
I forgot about the Ewok movies.
Yeah.
Ewok?
Yeah, everything that's been in live or animated media is on Disney Plus now, except for the holiday special. And George was like, I don't care if I die and they shoot me out of the sky. Do not put that shit on anything ever again. So, anyway, I'm sorry, I rambled on there.
No, it's okay because we have another spin incoming.
Oh,
hey!
From the reigning and defending, not really defending, Stump the Bump trivia champion, Scott Gata.
Hey, Scott! Good. Yeah,
Scott. All he says is hashtag support Greg Cheery.
Scott's got a good heart.
Yeah, I love having Scott on the show. He was part of Jack of All Trades back in January.
Yes.
Loved having him in the trivia tournament. And that's all I'll say about that. All right, we'll get the spin going.
Yeah, as he's spinning, I do want to watch Boba Fett because I am in the majority that his demise in Return of the Jedi, he went out like a bitch. I was pissed about that.
They jobbed him out.
They jobbed him out, and when they announced the series, I was like, oh, they did a thing. So
it's good, but it's you'll see.
Yeah. What'd you get, Greg? Squats?
All right. 20 squats, Maddie. Let's do it.
Only 20.
20 is good.
Only 20. It's not going to kill us. Might kill my knees, but it's fun.
Yeah. Good enough.
All right.
Yeah, there's, like Maddie said, there's a lot of peripheral media that, once the acquisition went down 10 years ago, Disney went, okay, well, all this stuff counts. And I'm like, pissed. There goes my May the 4th. There goes my May because I got to watch everything.
It's going to be May.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not going to be May. Now that Mandalorian is, this is the May.
This is the May.
I can't change the lyrics on the fly. Okay? In the middle of something.
Yeah, this is the May the 4th, Revenge of the 5th. Do we even have a 6th, or is it just 4 and 5?
It's Revenge of the 6th.
Yeah, I was like, there's something, but
what about Revenge of the 5th? How does that tie into 6th?
No. It is Revenge of the 5th, I think.
oh,
Yeah. I was going to say, considering there's 6 movies that we actually encourage people to watch, and what's really funny is the other 3, the sequel trilogy, are the ones that Disney actually produced and owned. I should be shilling those because
would it be Return of the 6th?
We'll go with that.
we can go with that. Yeah, I like that.
We'll go with that because Return of the 6th this year is Return of the 6th this year is actually WWE's Return to Puerto Rico, so there is that.
Yeah, Josh said it's Revenge of the 5th, Return of the 6th.
We'll go with that.
I can vibe with that.
Here we go. We have another donation.
Yeah, they're keeping Greg moving today.
I like that setup though, Greg.
Yeah, Josh is actually delegating this wheel spin to Daisy.
Oh, geez.
For me to do something?
No. I think you get to choose what I do.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can, I guess.
Did you want to do
I was
something?
going to say, I don't think Josh is that mean-spirited. Will make you do something when you're not show ready.
I mean, I'm already on here without makeup. I'm sure you can see all of our junk in the back. We just moved a couple weeks ago.
Hey, yeah. I have a green screen up for reasons.
I appreciate it.
Squat got it.
Thank you, Scott.
Brandon and Maddie are the true heroes of this show. I've been co-hosting this show with him the entirety of the run. I don't do shit anymore. I just show up and talk.
Yeah.
And do the cool costume in the green screen.
Josh continues to say, love all the Star Wars talk. Big Rebels fan. Must watch. And Jeff, if Galaxy's Edge in California ever releases Ezra Bridger's lightsaber, let me know. May the 4th be with you. This is the May.
I will check with that tomorrow because I did hear rumblings, Josh, for the record. So.
And I will say on the Rebels note, since it is animated Star Wars and I was talking about it, I don't hate you for it, Josh. I just couldn't get into it myself.
Yeah, I can't get into a lot of the animated stuff. Like Clone
I
Wars,
just
like I
don't
said.
Ezra. I just don't like Ezra.
Oh, well,
And Tales of the Jedi was really good. We really
Tales of the
enjoyed that
Jedi
one.
was
too.
really good.
Yeah, I'm really
those
glad.
were good, and they were
ready for
short. They
season
weren't these long, involved episodes, so it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those and Clone Wars, if you're gonna watch Ahsoka, are like essential.
Yeah.
Okay,
Choose another
okay,
entrance
Josh.
for me.
I hear
Another
what you're
entrance.
saying, Josh. I hear what you're saying. That ending was phenomenal. I just the animation for it was different. I just couldn't get with Rebels, bro.
Did you guys watch Resistance when it was on? That was one that kind of took place in the sequel era.
Mm-mm.
Was that the movie?
No. Also on Plus, animated
that?
series. Kind of looks like an anime.
Yeah, that's
cartoon.
what my fiance just said. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not anime. There is an anime one called Visions that I can't get into that one. All that one's like whatever. But Resistance was drawn, I guess more like. I guess the best thing I compare it to is like Speed Racer style animation. Like the characters look like the characters from Speed Racer. Yeah. Anyway, we're totally taking over Craig Carey's show with Star Wars. May the 4th.
It is what it is. Josh is asking what the wheel land on. It landed on entrance. So.
Oh, so Daisy gets picked on their entrance for him to do.
We had a Velvet Sky in the comments.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, it's not a beautiful people one again, so I don't got to do it with you.
Yeah, shut up, man.
Let them loose, Greg.
I'm giving the people what they want.
I'm part of me's got to wonder if this is actually what they want, but
Yeah.
I guess that'll be determined here in a second.
What's even funnier about Daniel's comment about Return of the Jedi originally being Revenge of the Jedi. So Star Wars. Here I'm focused on tomorrow. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, was originally going to be Revenge of Khan, and then Paramount changed it because they didn't want to, so Star Wars changed Revenge to Return, and then when Paramount went to Wrath, Lucasfilm went, well, Jedis don't really take revenge anyway, so meh. But that's why the prequel ending became Revenge of the Sith, because the bad guys do take revenge. So, again, I don't way too much shit about stuff.
Greg, I will say I did see one that I'm interested in. If you ever want to do a tag team one, beer money. I'll get the motorized beer keg.
Hell yes, dude. One of the most underrated tag teams because they weren't on a big stage at the time they were a tag team, because Impact wasn't a big stage at that point, unfortunately. That's a shame.
Well, speaking of Impact.
The entrances are my favorite.
Right? Deep breath and prepares himself. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, he's doing the whole tag team without Angelina. That works too. Hey, whatever.
I need like something to spray.
Oh, yeah.
And you need a giant 6'8" blonde with muscles behind you just for no reason, so Kip can be there. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Woo!
Yeah, let the pigeons loose.
Yeah.
I need a Brooklyn accent. I just couldn't generate it in time.
Oh my fucking stars!
Oh my stars! Listen to you with the Bewitched. Good for you. That was tremendous.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm almost in tears with that one, Greg. Thank
That
you.
was good. That was good. The wackiness of a Wednesday here in the Greg Cherry brand. You gotta love that shit.
This is every Wednesday when stuff like this happens.
Yeah, every Wednesday. This is why we're exclusive, because it doesn't happen anywhere else. It's bananas.
No, this is the only place you'll see it, and after that, it's probably the only place you're going to want to see it.
Oh, don't say that.
Hey, we got Shawn Michaels and Velvet Sky entrances from the same person in the same hour. That's in a half hour at that.
Talent.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I have range.
He has
Range.
He has wrestling range.
Yeah.
That's right. Stunt doubles. Greg Cherry's your man.
You don't need LA Knight to do your entrances. Just call me. I'll do them.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? If LA Knight gets all the love and ends up being the world champion, I'm here for that shit.
I love LA Knight. He is like, well, I mean, he's over now, so I guess I wouldn't call him underrated, but like,
yeah,
I love LA Knight.
I wasn't a fan of his when he was Eli Drake in Impact. I don't know what it was, but ever since he came to NXT and got on the main roster, he's won me over 150%.
Yeah.
Greg knows how far back I go with LA Knight, Sean Ricker, because of his connection to Percy Pringle. So I will always put that guy over. Always, always, always. Love him. He was the last. I was the last person he saw in the gorilla area before he went out to deliver Percy's eulogy, for lack of a better term, at our Hollywood wrestling show out here on St. Patrick's Day, the week after Percy died. So we're just rattling cans. Percy had been bringing a particular style of.
Oh, Josh! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What?
I knew that was happening.
It makes
Good
sense.
for Will.
Throw it up, man. Throw it up. Absolutely. Good for Will.
Good for Will.
I mean, hey.
I was wondering what he was getting ready to do. Holy shit.
I just had this weird feeling he was going to be all elite.
I have a feeling too, because Swerve's there.
Swerve.
Yeah, Swerve's his cousin, so that's awesome. I
Me
mean,
too.
He's got a graphic and everything.
that's
No
awesome.
way.
I'm going to Twitter to like it. I don't care if I'm
Holy
live
shit.
on the
I will download that shit and I will throw it in the graphics thing right now, Greg.
Oh my gosh. Good for Will Washington. I'm sad that he won't be with Fightful anymore, but damn, all right.
Hey, but you know what though? That's that combination of Swerve Strickland and Salcedo synergy for him.
Yeah.
Good,
right on, man.
Congratulations for him. Holy shit.
That is.
Thanks for breaking that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anybody, but
No, you're way
administration
good.
coordinator. Wow, sounds like a
Way
good
for
position.
that. When good people have good things happen, you can always break in on random shit conversation. By all means, Days.
Hey, Will, if there's another job opening in AEW,
Right?
For real though. Nice. That is a great
There it is.
picture.
There it is.
Good looking dude. Like seriously.
He's a handsome gentleman.
Handsome gentleman, absolutely. So congrats to Will. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
That's
You love to see it.
Well, that just means he'll have to make sure that he comes to LA shows when they come back home, and I'll have to make sure I give him all the love in person.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I figured like once he was leaving Fightful, I was like, did somebody pick him up?
I
Right?
knew it was. I knew it had to be.
Somebody with
AEW.
big money had to have gotten him to do something he didn't love. But it's something that he loves, and he's getting paid a bag probably for it.
Yeah.
So, congratulations
if anybody
to Will
deserves it,
Washington.
I'm glad that he was only on one of my shows, but he was like, hey, somebody who's in AEW now was one of my shows.
That's it.
Check it
There you
out.
go.
Daniel, can we not steal my commentary guy away from me? Can we not? I rely on that fool to call my action. Can we please not steal Noah Foster from me just yet? Especially end of May when I've got 3 different freaking shows to do in a weekend. What? Did we lose Daisy?
But yeah, that's awesome. Good for him.
That's really
I'm
good.
very
Very
happy
happy
for
for
him.
Will. Very cool. That's awesome. Did we cover everybody we wanted to cover in the draft?
We covered the NFL draft. We haven't hopped into the WWE draft.
We covered our teams in the NFL draft. We could talk about the WWE draft.
I mean,
the only other thing would be Houston basically replaced the 2 spots that they needed in the NFL draft.
which is what the draft's supposed to do. So
since she's here right now, Daisy, how do you think
Hi.
the Steelers did?
I think they did pretty well for themselves.
I'm still mad at you guys for getting Darnell Washington.
We
He was
were
there.
really,
Don't
yeah.
yell at us.
We were really following along here at my house to see where Anthony Richardson would go from the Gators. So it was cool that he got picked up 4th overall
Yeah.
to the Colts. Yeah, that's really what we were.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
were
I
looking at as struggling Gators fans here.
I was saying to the guys before you popped in, I don't know if you heard it, Days, because yesterday on one of our shows, one of our old roommates, his nephew Alex Austin, got drafted by the Bills.
Oh wow!
So, we got some
That's
family
awesome.
going to the NFL, so I thought that was pretty cool. So been a good week. Between NFL draft and obviously good friends get picked up by AEW. So there is that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Good for Will.
Good week. It's a good week.
Yeah.
Did you guys? We haven't talked about the WWE draft yet, though.
No.
That was a hot ass mess, from what I've seen.
I mean, this is pretty much this is a big giant mess. Look at this shit.
There's a big difference between the two.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with the free agent column, except they made a big freaking deal out of Brock Lesnar negotiating to be a free agent, and it's like, okay.
Oh, I was about to say there's a couple on there that are on there twice. I was like, why?
That was a botch because I did a poor editing job. That's my bad. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
The thing that bothers me about the free agents is I believe Denise Salcedo commented about this on Twitter too. You're not technically a free agent. You're a freelancer going between two different shows. So,
Right.
I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but it's kind of just like,
Well, yeah, they're trying to bounce off of the NFL draft synergy because it just happened. They're trying to. They always call it a draft, even though it's they all work for the same.
Right.
Company. It's I like the original concept we did in 2002. The lotteries in 04 and 05 were fun, but it's like other than that, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, shake them up, but just stick with the superstar shakeup thing because that actually made more sense based on the product you're putting out.
I like the drafts that happened in like 2007, 2009 timeframe around there, where the Raw superstar would compete against a SmackDown superstar of whichever brand won a draft pick. That I like because that it was kind of a superstar shakeup, but like the matches actually had stakes and it felt important.
Right. Yeah, I would have been okay with that if they did that going forward. But the problem is when they did that, when in the draft 2.0 era with Stephanie and Mick against Shane and Bryan, like Raw got 3 picks because 3 hours, and that's like no, stop. Like, don't make it even, because at that point SmackDown was struggling anyway. So it's it's like you said, Daisy, hot mess. It was just a complete.
It's between that and the women's titles and the NXT women's titles, the NXT champions being called up. And I know Indy's injured, so she might have had to relinquish that title anyway, but it just seemed like a mess. And then I completely forgot that Backlash is even on Saturday. I mean, the only 2 things I want to see are Bad Bunny and Damian Priest and Cody and Brock, because obviously Cody's over like Rover in our household, so
as he should be. I'm grateful I didn't get as close to Cody as I got to Dusty and Dustin, because it'll be like watching John face Brock again for me if I was there live. I'm not going live, thank God, but yeah, I get the need to keep Cody away from the champion until it's time, right? But throw him in there with Brock, like, okay, main event marquee match, great, but Brock's a psychopath, so can we not? Yeah. I don't know.
I'm really going to be watching for Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. When I talked to Damian Priest, I interviewed him before WrestleMania was actually happening here in Tampa. The WrestleMania after it got canceled. They train together, like they're super close friends. It's going to be a great match, and like Bad Bunny better pull out that Canadian Destroyer again because he's so good.
Seeing so many people able to pull that off after it was such an anomaly for Petey 20 years ago, it's like, man, the athletes in wrestling are just ridiculously underappreciated and undersold. It makes me kind of sick, actually, because they're so good.
Yeah, I did a Canadian Destroyer on a trampoline in 2005. So
you did. I remember that shit. That was, and even the trampoline. That's still not the easiest thing in the world to do.
It's not the easiest. It's such a weird thing to take. Not to take because I was the one delivering it, but it's such a weird dynamic of flipping over the person to do the power.
Yeah,
John Morrison gave a lot of help to Bad Bunny, but it's still just the way they both executed it was just flawless. being there, I was like, "Mwah, chef's kiss." All of us in the
Right.
press box were like, "Did he just fucking do a Canadian destroyer? Like, what?"
Yes. And also at home we're going, yes, he did.
I was drunk as hell by that point. I flipped out whenever he pulled off that Canadian destroyer. I'm not gonna lie. I jumped up and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Right. What I appreciate is,
That
yes,
wasn't even the best match of the night.
Yeah.
it was, which can be a good and
No,
bad
it
thing
wasn't.
depending on which way you look at it.
I said it was not the best match of the night.
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It was not
Right.
the best match, which again, could be, but it was still a decent match considering who was involved, and it could have been a lot worse. But Bunny more than delivered his end of it. He had 3 quality people in there with him. So
Yeah. The
when
main
I was
event.
initially indicated, sorry, Greg, I know, but the lag is killing us. I'm sorry, brother.
So, I don't know what it is about like this house, but and this room especially, but the lag is really bad and it sucks, and I don't know why. Because I thought we upgraded to Wi-Fi. Whatever. Anyway,
Seeing people bring up
I
how
would-
they took moves.
Yeah, I was just saying, what I appreciate about the Destroyer is, where it originated. If you figure TNA, I know for a fact how much harder and more like concrete like the 6-sided rings are, because I put one together. Taking a Destroyer in that ring had to have been hell for those boys. So,
Oh yeah.
good on every single one, and Petey and his ass. Let me be clear on that too. All of them for taking that move on the regular, because man, those 6-sided rings are no joke. Because you figure, I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of those things put together in person like I had to, but not only is it a ring with the mat and the carpet or whatever, but it's also these giant metal beams that are like a freaking house support almost that go across the 6 sides, like in between. So that way the ring is more stable because it's 6-sided. It's not a natural shape. It was hell. I can't even imagine wrestling it every week like those poor TNA guys did.
We're getting a push.
There
I
you
was
go.
about to say, this is going to be great, honestly.
Helping oversee long-term creative. Wow.
That's a
Holy
big
crap.
spot for Will Washington. That is so fucking cool.
It
Let me
really
tell you
is.
What if anybody understands wrestling? I've said this before. I said it on his last episode of Day After Dynamite. I sent him a super chat. I said, Will Washington is the only person in wrestling media that I am afraid to face in wrestling trivia. He's that
He
good.
is a machine.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Yeah. I'm glad he came along after I was the trivia guy. I'm like, nope, no part of that shit. Nope.
That's interesting because it's been. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
It's
go
just
ahead.
interesting
I didn't have anything to add.
about long-term creative, because it's been thrown around about how Tony needs kind of a person to not like, he's not going to give up the booking, but maybe somebody helping with long-term creative will kind of take a little bit
an
off of
actual
Tony Khan's
team.
plate.
Yeah.
Especially with the new show with Collision coming in whenever that.
Don't even get me started on Collision.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
put Will Washington on CM Punk show and be like, have fun.
Right, exactly. I think taking anything off of Tony's, for lack of a better term, stress plate is ideal for Tony. He, again, I don't want to harp on the negative, but the tweets that went out yesterday after the Wembley thing with that one ESPN guy, it's like, Tony, no, don't.
Yeah.
They're like, the second one he put out should have been the only one he put out. And again, he's not wrong, because it's, where's your source? What's your, I'm hearing that Wembley's like, how do you know that, Mike, whatever your name is from ESPN? Like, and you're the ESPN boxing guy. Why do we give a shit about your takes on Wembley for wrestling? But,
even if you just look at the seating chart, like, no, like, you don't even need to, like, reach out to anybody. That's obviously wrong. Like, if you're looking at the seating chart, that is much more than the 40,000 or whatever he said it was only going to
that's
sell.
a solid 80. And the fact that they did half the stadium in pre-sale, like, again, I can't I can't give AEW enough of a freaking bouquet of flowers for that shit. That is so cool for them.
I would love to see them sell out Wembley.
I would too.
Be insane.
I would too.
And I think it would. I think it would make the competition a little bit more real for WWE to step up their game, which means it might not be a Monday Night War, but maybe a little bit of step up between the competition because AEW is the closest. Yeah, AEW is the closest thing that we've had to like a WCW level competitor since WCW. TNA was an alternative; it was never really a competitor.
Thank you. Yep, I agree with that. I keep hearing the phrase that this could be AEW's WrestleMania 3. I can't argue with that. This has the potential to put AEW over that next level that WWE, they were already the standard bearer across most parts of the country, and they were starting to get a little bit of a global feel in 87. Hogan slammed Andre. It was like everything changed.
Yeah.
So I think that all in at Wembley with the right promotion, with the right buzz from these ticket sales just this week, the synergy's there to really make this not necessarily make or break, because they're going to continue on whether this show is a complete sellout or not, but it will have potential to make them even more than they already are.
Yeah. I wonder if that's Will's first task.
Right?
Like, hey, we're going to all in. Have fun. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool for him, man. That's
wild. It's good for him.
It's good to see when good people get what they deserve. You know,
it is always a pleasure, especially in wrestling media. As long as I've been doing this, to see the decent folks get the decent rubs. Like, God, it's so much more satisfying than focusing on the gaga that we have to deal with on the regular.
Yeah, I think we needed some good news in this space this week.
Yes.
Not getting into that shit, but
again, it's always, whether it's this week or this month or anytime I've been doing this over 2 decades, it's always a pleasure to come on here and have news break and go, hey, guess what? One of the good guys got a win today. So, yeah, it's good stuff. I love it.
I'm excited to see what he does. I doubt he's going to be an on-screen character, but I bet he can pull off.
He's definitely
that would be awesome.
I can see Will being an on-screen character. Like,
join mobile industry.
I could too. He would kill it. He was like not necessarily like a general manager type figure, like Adam Pearce is now. I know he's not technically a general manager, but what case? I think he could thrive in that role. And again, I'm probably thinking ahead. That might not happen. I don't know. It's just cool to see that he got this spot. I'll put Will Washington over the whole rest of the show.
You know what, though, Greg? I think putting Will in that position of on-screen or authority, whatever you want to call it, would be crucial for one very clear reason. He can be the guy at the media scrums because he has that presentation of he knows how to put himself out there and look like he's businesslike, and he knows if shit gets sideways, he knows better than nope, and or cut or whatever, and knows how to bail. Sure. Tony unfortunately hasn't.
I'm pretty sure he was at that media scrum.
He was at that media scrum. Yeah, I remember listening to them talk about it on Grapsity.
Yeah, he was. That like everybody that you would expect to be there was, and unfortunately, everybody was there. You expect to be there. So it's kind of, they all know now what Tony looks like when he's that deer in the headlights. So Will can be that person instead and go, okay, wait, hang on.
So apparently Will's in Baltimore tonight, according to Fightful Select.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got that report. I haven't read it yet. Yeah, former Fightful host. Yeah. I had to renew my Fightful subscription with my oh, that's a fun story. When we moved, my stupid ass, I was sitting here playing a video game and I clicked the wrong thing for my change of address and got scammed, so I had to get a new debit card. So that was fun.
No.
That sucks.
I'm telling you, that move, we just moved buildings and it was hell. Just like a building over up 3 floors. We were like done.
Oh my God.
Wow.
No way. That's crazy.
Jenna,
So I was like,
Jenna
wait,
and
why
I
am
moved
I
about.
just getting baseball notifications? I'm like, oh, it was on that card.
It's on that card. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Jen and I moved like 5 or 6 months ago. We still haven't updated our driver's licenses yet.
Oh shit, we have to do that too.
Oh shit! You just reminded me that me and Allure need to go get our licenses updated.
Wow, we're all in the same boat.
I didn't even think. Yeah.
Well, hey,
licenses updated.
this show is
Yeah.
not only entertaining, but it's helpful.
Educational and good with reminders on things.
Thank you guys.
The education is few and far between, but when it's there.
The Greg Cherry Show, the gift that keeps on giving, every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern, kids.
Come learn about stuff and then watch me shake ass.
Yeah.
Learn something and watch Greg strut his ass every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. There you go. There's the new shirt, Greg. There it is.
There it is.
There's the
It's been a
tagline.
long day.
Kicking
Learn
ass,
things.
strutting
Greg struts ass. More at 7.
Oh, for crying out loud.
He's just a sexy Greg.
Sexy girl.
He'll show a little leg. Little leg.
My shame is gone today. I don't give a shit.
That's amazing.
Off the rails.
Oh, my Jesus.
That's fucking amazing.
My feet
That's
are covered because that's going to be my next employment.
Whoa, hey-oh.
Heyo.
And all the Christians just checked out. Good night, everybody. That's it. We're done. Good night, everybody. Except Josh, because Josh stick around because Josh loves you like that. So you know.
He
my
won't
Jesus.
subscribe to the feed pics, but he'll
Oh, he will. He will.
maybe he'll retweet it. I don't know.
This has been the most beautiful off the rails Greg Cherry show ever.
We've had a few go off the rails over the years, but you know,
was
yeah. this is
any
definitely-
episode to kick off the exclusive run on the brand,
right,
this would be it.
right.
We
If
talked
I
the
got a whole
draft.
bunch of people retweeting this show and checking it out, then
Yes.
so much the better.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We talked the drafts.
We actually accomplished what I had to talk about on the show.
Some Star
Yeah,
Wars,
yeah.
you know.
Love the Star Wars. Just again, I'm noticing as I go into my Disney cast member journey, I'm doing a lot of firsts. Although the other two I did before I joined cast. I went to the park on Mickey's birthday, which I'd never done before. I took Dylan a couple years ago.
Aw.
Went on Disneyland's birthday last year, which I'd never done, which led into my wanting to be employed because I left the place going, damn, I miss this place. Like I legit miss the aura, the energy and everything. But this year, as a cast member, I'm going as a guest. I'm not working tomorrow because I took this day off for reasons because I didn't want to deal with it tomorrow. But I am going to Star Wars Land on May the 4th, which I've never done before. So that'll be exciting.
It's so much bigger at Disneyland than it is at Disney World. I was just saying that
Is
while we
it?
were eating dinner. Like, I'm jealous.
Listen, I can barely get people to watch this show for free.
It's like
I'm not going to
like
expect
tornado.
people to pay me.
No.
Dude,
No.
just shave your feet and paint them up. You never know.
No.
Good Lord Almighty. So Daisy, you're saying
a donation over here that says that's asking a simple question, and it's
Do what?
do you eat eggs? The answer
I love-
is yes.
I love eggs.
oh,
I
yeah.
love all forms of eggs.
Like scrambled eggs.
Except I don't like hard-boiled eggs. That's the only egg type I really don't like.
Well, see, I like hard-boiled eggs just fine.
This,
Daisy,
the sound,
you've been to. Oh, go ahead.
this sounds almost what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of anything. Sacrilegious, that's the word. It seems
there-
almost sacrilegious as a Pittsburgher, but I do not like dippy eggs.
What
You
the
don't like what?
hell?
I just don't. I don't care for like the taste of the yolk. I just don't.
Okay. So you like yours cooked all the way through, kind of.
That's fair. That's fair.
I love
It's
dippy
like me
eggs.
saying it's like me saying I don't like permanis because I don't like coleslaw. You know.
I miss for mayonnaise.
See, I never liked coleslaw, so there, you and I are
I
right
only
there.
like for mayonnaise coleslaw.
I'm from
But
like
I do
the
like
middle of the
pierogies.
states.
So there's that.
Pierogies are the business,
I do
man. I
like
love me some
pierogies.
pierogies.
I do like pierogies, but yeah, no, I'm from the middle of the states. I absolutely love coleslaw, and I need it with barbecue.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, coleslaw.
Daisy, you were mentioning that Galaxies. Oh wait, sorry. I'll talk to you off air because we're getting ready to go off the air. I forgot about that. We're almost out of time, so I forgot. Sorry about that.
Oh, it is getting late.
I'll ask you once we're off the air.
Yeah,
That way I don't clog up the end of show shenanigans that Greg will, always unleash the last 4 minutes of the show.
We can close the show now. There's not a whole lot else. Get ready to check
that's
out
fair.
Will Washington Presents AEW Dynamite.
Congrats,
you
Will
go.
Washington. That's insane.
Amazing.
Yes,
It is.
so
It's
cool.
so
Good for Will. We're doing our WWE thing this weekend over on the network, but we always do that for pay-per-views. But Open Mic Night's going to be cool only because I'm going to have footage I'm going to shoot tomorrow. So footage from a galaxy about 62 miles away, according to my GPS. So roughly.
Do you want to get your plugs in, Jeff, before you?
Oh yeah, I'll do that really quick. Kind of like really quick. Damn. So my longest standing friend in wrestling, period, even longer than I've known Greg, which is a long damn time. Lizzie Valentine is in the running to be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. Hers. You can vote at that link. You can also vote through her Facebook. My Facebook has the link up there. I think somewhere. What's that?
I said, "Oh, she cute."
Right.
So.
Yeah. I watched because she was on Wrestling Society X for a while. She was Matt Seidel's girlfriend on that show. Did that. She was in Impact or TNA back for a while. She's been an extra. She's been all over the place in wrestling. We love Lizzie on the network, so definitely go give her a vote. You can vote for free on Facebook. If you do a Warrior vote, you donate to disabled veterans. So I definitely encourage that. Not in the slightest. Always. Not a little bit. A lot is what I'm trying to say. My literally lifelong friend, I've known her family longer than she's been alive. Nikki Stevens, a tremendous guitar player and instructor over at Fender Play. She's offering, once again, lessons. She's done this a lot during the pandemic and continues to do so now we're not post-pandemic, but we're not as bad crazy as we were about it, I guess. Over on Skype, Zoom, or if you have a platform like this, because this is how Dylan did instructions with her. Limited space though, so message her over on Instagram at Nikki_Nacho_Stevens. And yes, the Nacho is because she just loves nachos. Yeah. That was it for plugs. I will give the ridiculous self-gratifying shill for Backlash coverage because I'm going to be on all freaking day because we're starting at 4:00 my time and going till midnight because my team and WWE combined hate me. But like I said, I'm filming stuff tomorrow to go on Open Mic Night during the interludes. So I'm here for exclusive footage that I can get anytime, especially at work for free. That's awesome. So yes, all the things for Jeff, please. Yay. And support this guy. Watch the Greg Cherry Show every week on this channel. Send the donations, make the spins, make him strut his ass, shake his ass, however you want to do his legs. You're good.
I got nothing. That'll do it for the Greg Cherry Show. Daisy, thank you very much for being on. We always love having you.
Yes,
Maddie and Jeff, as always. And
yes,
that is it. Go check out Dynamite. We're all going to be cheering if Will's on screen. And
yes.
Until week, we'll see you next week right here on the Greg Cherry Show. Don't be a jag. And
yes, for love of God, don't be a jag.
Anything else.
Yes.
That's it.